This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show. Gee, we're happy to have you. Well, we aren't really here, actually. We're still on holidays, but we're scooching around the files and replaying some of our favourite bits, i.e. rules on a girls' trip. What you should and should never talk about.
People got very passionate in these calls, Swanee.
They sure did.
We're also going to play a round of I Spy, the kids edition.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I love Reddit. Mad for it. And I particularly love Am I the A-hole? Which is these little questions people throw around going, you know, I've got this opinion and I've said it and people have looked at me funny. That happens to me often.
It's somewhat like sweeping statements, Swan.
It is a bit. This one is a ripper. Am I mean, awful, the a-hole, for being truthful with my friends when I tell them I don't want to go on a weekend away because I don't want to talk about marriage/babies for 3 days? This woman has a group of 8 female friends. They've been friends for over a decade. And what happens is you get to a certain age and you have your girlfriend gaggle and you do carve out, as hard as it is, some time away at a little Airbnb or whatever.
You're quite good at doing that.
I
with
am
your
good at that.
Group of gals.
If you're listening and you're like, oh, I'd like to organise that, here's my top tip. Organise the first one, and then when you're on that trip, organise the next one.
Get the iCal out and lock it in.
Get the iCal out. Or the Filofax, depending on how old you are. Anyway, look, I get this. I understand. There is nothing I want to talk about less than children and babies. I'm not interested.
Do you find on those trips, though, and the ones that you go on, that naturally that is a topic that just comes up without even trying?
No, and that's why I like to go on them.
Right.
I find myself in, company and I completely zone out because, I can't hide what I'm thinking.
No, your face will say it.
My face will say it, and I love that about myself, but also it's pretty antisocial.
I love it.
And also because I'm not the best at social interactions. If I am bored, I will say something like, I can't talk about this anymore.
Or you'll just get up.
Or I'll just get
walk
up.
off and make a coffee.
I'm so bad. I don't want to hear about your kids.
No.
And I don't want to talk about mine either. That's the exchange.
And it's hard when some people, I've got a lot of friends that are mums now, and most are like, I don't care about anyone's kids but my own. But the ones that do want to ask about everyone else's kids, they never seem to be able to read the room and understand that not even the parents of those kids want to talk about it.
No one cares. If you can keep it specific, I'm interested.
Right, like a specific story or something.
Or a question, some guidance.
Yeah.
So if we're all hanging around having a cup of tea and I say, hey guys, what do you think about privacy levels for teenagers? That's a specific,
yes,
ask the tribe sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know about how well they're doing at football. I could not give, I couldn't care less. Is there anything that you zone out at?
There's one thing,
my God, I've just remembered another one. Go.
What, for me?
Real estate.
Oh, you don't like real estate chat?
I do not care.
Really?
No. Yes.
See, I think that's actually interesting.
Nah.
All those open for inspections on the weekend that you can just walk through freely.
No, you mustn't ever do
discuss that with each other.
You're disgusting. Next
Why?
time you're in a plane over Newcastle, I hope it crashes. No, you must never go to an open for inspection unless you're looking. And also you must never just talk about the sale prices for houses in your area. No, not around me. No.
Right.
No.
What about religion and politics?
Well, I don't know anything about politics, and the only thing I know about religion is some really good songs from my high school schooling.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Love paying less? Paying less for your favourite beauty brands, paying less for glowing skin, and who doesn't love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline.
Shop in store or online.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about when you go away with your girlfriends or you go away with your guy friends, what are the topics of conversation that always come up that make you want to just put your drink down on the table and open up your Uber app?
And head home.
Abby, what is your trigger point conversation-wise?
Oh my gosh, talking about guys on a girls' trip, girls, seriously, what are we there for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Abby, don't you look to each other for advice on dudes and like who you're dating and stuff?
No, it's to escape them. It's to have drinks and forget about them and dance.
If someone starts sort of veering into that territory, do you have a line that you throw out, or do you say, hey?
Yeah, I just jump right in. I'm like, no, we're not going there. Let's go out instead and have a boogie because, you know what? We're the dancing queens.
Are any of your friends married?
Yes, actually, I do have girlfriends that are married, but they don't complain as much, actually.
No, it's
than the
too
single
late.
ones.
It's too late. Good on you, Abby. Rhiannon, what are your trigger points conversation-wise?
Cars. I don't get them. I don't have any interest in them. And every time people ask us, oh, what family car do you want? Or like any ideas? I'm like, I don't know. As long as it gets me from A to B, I'm good.
Kia Carnival chat on a girls' trip is grim.
Oh, my God. That is a trigger point for me. I didn't realise. My mum came over yesterday. Does it count as a girls' weekend? Sort of.
It counts, yeah.
It's Mother's Day. She came over and she's like, oh, I think I need a new car. I need to get a new car. And I immediately I was like, oh,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I can't help you there.
Like literally, unless someone comes to me and says, I want the exact model car you're driving, do you recommend it? It's the only opinion I've got. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
End of story.
I hear you, Chrissy. I hear you.
Family cars.
I can't believe that's a topic on... I reckon you just need some new friends, Rhiannon.
Look, they're good. They're good girls. They're good girls. I can't complain. But and to be honest, I just casually just stare at them and nod and go, oh, yeah. And then this conversation fizzles. So
Cars,
I love
that
it.
is bad. The conversation fizzles much like Jack controlling that phone call. Hey, Julie, hi.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, what is your trigger point? What don't you like talking about when you're away on a girls' weekend?
I don't like talking about their work, their drama, the office drama, the girls don't come into work on time, blah, 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 blah. You know, that sort of thing. I'm not interested.
Yeah, and the reason you're not interested, Julie, is because you don't work there and you don't know anyone they're talking about.
Exactly.
Yes, I absolutely get that.
I have no idea who they're talking about, and it's like, no, I'm just not interested. You know?
I know.
So,
I think it's hard to care too. Like, you care about your friends, but if Renee is there and she's saying, oh, God, Tamara makes a cup of coffee and doesn't clean up after herself, you just want to go, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
I think that's something that probably goes on in your office.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right.
Spot on, Julie. Although I don't have that issue, Swanee. I've got to say, working in media, people are interested because they kind of know you. So it's kind of funny when you see people trying to pry. Like, I've caught mates being like, so like, how is Chrissy? What's going on with Chrissy? It's like, why do you care, mate?
Like, she's a total
she's a
meanie.
bitch.
Yeah. Kelly, hi, Cal.
Hi, how are you all?
Good. So good to hear from you.
So I don't know about a rule about what you can't talk about, but on our girls' trips, rule is everyone must bring alcohol.
Really, Kelly?
Good.
Oh, my God.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And kids happen to be our favourite.
I spy with my little eye.
It's Chrissy Swan's I Spy Kids Edition.
All thanks to Specsavers.
It sure is. And today it stars the gorgeous Arabella. Hello, Arabella.
Hello.
What a beautiful name. I bet you're tired of people saying that to you.
Not really.
No, you love it, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've got an 11-year-old at home. I know exactly this attitude. I love it. I love it. I know everything about it. All right, you and me and Jack, Arabella, in the car, we are going to play a game of I Spy, and there's $250 cash on the line for you, plus a VIP Specsavers voucher for you to get the grooviest sunnies or specs that you would ever require.
Do you still play I Spy, Arabella, or are you a bit too old for it now?
Sometimes on car trips I play with my friends and parents.
Love it.
Hop in the car, my darling. We are starting I Spy with my little eye, Arabella. Something beginning with S, H and B. S for Sam, H for happy, B for boring. We are in the iconic city of Sydney.
Ah.
Oh, and it's beautiful. This landmark is so famous. You can even climb it.
And you can see like the harbour and the opera house from it, Swanee.
You sure can. What a view.
I think that you are in the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
We are in the Sydney Harbour Bridge, Arabella. You have got $250 cash and a Specsavers voucher, $250 worth of the fanciest specs you'll ever need.
Well done, Arabella. What are you going to spend it on?
Maybe some V-Bucks Fortnite.
Some V-Bucks for Fortnite. I love it. Stay away from Temu. Oh, my God. It chews up that cash.
And also, kids, get your eyes tested. You're never too young to head to Specsavers and get your eyes checked.
It's true. If you're getting headaches in your classroom, absolutely that could be it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi.
Now, we're still in Europe, Swanee, full disclosure, and we are back live next Monday, and we've got something very exciting to announce.
We sure do. Head to the Nova Player and register.
Your detail. You're so scared of giving away what we're doing.
I'm scared because it's so amazing. You're going to lose your mind when you find out, and I don't want to ruin it.
And all I can say is Flight Centre has deals for everyone with flights, cruises, tours and more. Your holiday starts at flightcentre.com.au.
I'm in Europe at the moment, which happens to be the home of the hot rodent boyfriend.
Oh, it sure does, Swanee.
Every second boyfriend is a hot rodent boyfriend.
Especially in Paris.
And then every other one is a bear.
We're going to speak about that.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
How's this for a headline? The hot rodent boyfriend. Why Gen Z has gone wild for sexy rat guys. Now, I had no idea that this was going on, but it makes so much sense. These new generation of hot guys sort of all look the same and they all look like hot rodents.
They do. I feel like for me it sort of I started noticing it with Pete Davidson.
Yes.
When Kim was dating him, and then Kylie with Timothy
Chalamet. He's definitely rodenty in the face.
He is.
Like a rat. And then that guy from The Bear, what's his name?
Oh, Jeremy
whatever.
Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh O'Connor, he's another one.
Yeah.
Looks like a rat. It is, I mean, sometimes you just hit the jackpot, don't you?
It would suck to be a Hemsworth now, because...
Yes, because they're Labradors.
Is that what they're called? Yeah.
Having said that, no, Golden Retrievers. Having said that, my new Vanity Fair arrived today in the post, and he's on the cover.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
And does he look good?
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like a golden retriever, though. And that look is out. The golden retriever was big in the 90s and 2000s.
Yes.
You know, we're talking sandy, blonde, friendly, nice. That has made way. It is the year of the rodent. And, I mean, these guys have just hit the jackpot because 20 years ago, no woman would have found them attractive, and then all of a sudden their rodent features are the best.
I agree. And I think as well, Swanee, Gen Z... Like back in the day with the golden retrievers, you had to be ultra masculine and jock-like. Whereas now in Gen Z, it's okay to be a little bit like what you'd call, I guess, metrosexual. Or...
bit weedy.
Yeah.
You know, I would say that maybe Harry Styles is like he's like the best looking hot rodent boyfriend, but there's still that element there. You found something very, very funny online.
So on TikTok, there's this viral sound that everyone films their hot rodent boyfriends to, and you put this sound over it, and it kind of sums up what we're talking about.
I love when beautiful girls have a little gay boyfriend. They just have a little feminine, vintage Levi's wearing, tote bag carrying, mustached little boyfriend. He's covered in the most random tattoos you've ever seen. One's like a hot dog skateboarding. His coworkers are shocked when he has this beautiful, stunning, amazing girlfriend, and they're like, "Is she your cousin?" And he's like, "No, I make sweet, sweet love to her."
I love it so much.
I think that's really beautiful.
So that voiceover accompanies just hot rodent boyfriends being in the world.
Girlfriends filming their hot rodent boys.
I wonder if there is someone that works in this office that fits that description. I don't think there's any hot rodent boys here.
No, I'd know. We don't have any.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You would know. I love that, you know, for many, many years, these hot rodent boyfriends would have thought that they were unattractive and that nobody was going to find them attractive. And then what goes around comes around, and all of a sudden you're the hottest things in the world. And the fact is, everybody loves different looks. that's what makes the world turn. That means that every pot has its lid. And I think we all have something about the opposite sex or the same sex, if that's what you're, doing, that is supposed to be traditionally unattractive.
Yeah.
That when you see it, you go, whoa.
Do you have a specific feature or thing that
I have
turns you
two
on?
things. I have one thing in particular. I love a big nose.
Really?
Yes.
Is that why we're still working together? Because mine is huge.
I love a prominent nose. That is hot to me. And I know that I can see on the faces of the owners of the big nose that they've been told their whole lives that the big nose is bad. The big nose is good. Trust me, the big nose is good.
Do you like to squish it when you're kissing them?
No, I don't.
The
it's not about that.
physicality of it.
I like the way it looks.
Okay.
Don't get into that sort of stuff. I like that Tom, sit down. Sit down.
She loves the feeling of
No, she'll stop it. Oh my God, don't be disgusting. Jack, we're on air.
Sorry.
Anyway, I like the way it looks.
Yes.
And also, I don't mind bald. I like bald.
Wow.
B-A-L-D.
Yeah. Bald's a good look.
I'm going to get you out of here.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I am mid-cookie man cookie. No apologies. We are talking about hot rodent boyfriends, and the new dawn has arrived.
I'm here for it.
If you are a weedy, ratty-looking man, then this is your time to shine.
Get some weird tattoos. Get some baggy old Levi's and embrace it.
I mean, I love it. It's a look that I love.
Yeah.
Troye Sivan is a little bit hot rodent.
He is.
And he's the sort of guy, I mean, to me, he is so exquisite.
You love him, don't you?
I know, he's so elegant.
Yeah.
And he would absolutely rock a tattoo of a hot dog.
On a skateboard.
You
have a weird, specific couple of things that are traditionally unattractive that you find hot.
Yeah, that we've been told our whole lives, oh no, nobody likes a big nose. I do like a big nose.
Yeah.
I will seek you out if you have a big nose.
Yeah. Keep going, just keep going.
Why is it funny?
You've got to, Tom, stop. You've got to get that that's kind of funny.
Is it? I don't think it is. I think it's... Anyway, and I've been trying to ask you, what do you like that you've been told isn't, traditionally hot? And you are utterly shallow and you only like what you're told is handsome.
I know. I like it. I don't mind a jock or a golden retriever looking Hemsworth
And
guy.
even in women, you like their nails done and their hair done and they've got to dress a certain way. But I don't mind any of that. Sarah, what is your little quirk?
Well, I used to find hairy really off-putting until one day I laid eyes on my now husband. And as soon as I looked at him, I just thought he was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh, really?
And he's Lebanese, so he's very hairy chest, hairy back, hairy shoulders. And it just drives me absolutely wild.
There is something I love a hairy chest too.
Mm.
But there are those ones, like a 70s hairy chest. They're sort of flat, a gorilla almost.
Do you know who's got one of those that I
Who?
keep seeing on Abby Chatfield's Instagram? Her new boyfriend from Peking Duck, Kelly. He's got a really great, hairy, hot chest.
I love a hairy chest. I agree. Good on you, Sarah.
Rachel, what do you find hot that's traditionally not hot?
Oh, afternoon, everyone. For me, it's what I refer to as a happy tummy. So it's not necessarily a beer gut, but just being able to have a happy tummy on my man, that is Christmas for me.
I love it. So Rachel, I agree. And you know that men have brought into all these body lies that women have also bought into, and they call it a dad bod. And I'm like, no, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yum.
Oh my God, Rachel, you're gorgeous. Karen, what is the one thing that really gets you going that you've been told all your life that really shouldn't?
Honestly, just someone that's like really skinny, like them bony. So, like, I think just like things like elbows, elbows, like Achilles on the ankle, like just really.
Oh my God, I love that so
anything
much.
that just kind of reflects a really skinny person, I guess.
You like them malnourished?
A wee bit, yeah.
Oh, you must be loving this hot rodent boyfriend time of life.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Do you know what? One of the saddest moments of my life was when the final Sizzler restaurant closed its doors. And I believe it hurt me more than anyone else because the last one, I think, and I'm sure you'll call me to correct me, I think the last one to close was Maroochydore.
Right.
And me and my breakfast co-host on Hot 91 on the Sunshine Coast, 20 years ago, we used to be mad for a Sizzler lunch. Mad for it.
Ronnie looks like a Sizzler dude.
Oh, well, he introduced me to it. I'd never been to Sizzler. And the first thing we did was we sat at a linoleum table together and he said, Toots, I'm going to order you the cheese bread. My God, it came in a basket, a little red plastic basket like from Romper Room. One piece of sort of a napkin on it.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm salivating now thinking about it.
Yum.
I've never tasted anything like it since or then.
And is this like a popular item at other places or would you only get it from Sizzler?
The cheese bread you could only get at Sizzler. I mean, have you ever seen cheese bread on a menu? No.
Now I'm sad that I'll never get to try said cheese bread.
Well, Jack, have I got news for you? I found an article here. I nearly wept. Brisbane eatery Fritzenberger buys original Sizzler cheese toast machine and is now pumping it out.
How good.
And the owner of Fritzenberger joins us now. Hello, Andrew.
How are you?
Oh, my God, not as good as you.
I've eaten a fair few pieces over the last week.
I bet you have.
Yum.
Can you please tell me the genesis of how this came to be?
Well, a friend of mine, he's got a whole lot of commercial cooking equipment, and he told me that he'd bought one of the original Sizzler cheese toasters from Maroochydore Sizzler when they auctioned off all the it's probably cooked your Sizzler toast.
It would have, Andrew, my alma mater. Now, what does it look like, this magical machine?
Oh, it's a small conveyor belt toaster.
Like that, what they have in hotel buffets, sort of.
Pretty similar.
All right. Now, so he said, I've got this Sizzler machine, and you went, oh, hang on a minute. I reckon I could use that.
The people of Queensland need it.
Yeah.
We need to bring back the cheese toast. So I offered him $400 and a keg of beer, and we did the deal.
Andrew.
As all good deals are done in Queensland.
Oh, 4X, was it? No, it was your own beer, probably.
No, it was 4X.
It was 4X, of course it was. Okay, then what happened? Did you Google the recipe? What do you do with it?
The good people of Sizzler put it on YouTube.
Oh.
So we went searching, and there it was. Found it. Basically butter and parmesan.
Oh,
So-
Andrew, you lie like a rug. There was no butter on that cheese toast, and that's what made it so good. It was margarine.
Butter.
It'd have to be margarine.
No. Beautiful butter.
All right.
And Andrew, how much does the cheese toast go for at your establishment?
$4.99.
And so did you tweak the recipe when you cranked up the machine?
Oh, we just had to try and get the right level of parmesan. We've got it, nailed it. We're pumping out a lot. We went through like over 4,000 pieces last week.
Oh,
and it's our top-selling item.
Oh, my God. You're going to have to get a replacement machine or buy another one somewhere.
Well, we went through 3 KitchenAids churning the butter, so we'll see how long this toast will last.
That is brilliant.
If you are in Queensland or anywhere, I mean, fly in for this. The cheese toast from Sizzler is back and available at Fritzenberger. In both of your locations or just the one?
In South Bank. We've only got the one machine, see?
Oh, of course.
So Fritzenberger in South Bank.
Thank you so much for joining us, Andrew. Swanee and I are now going to come up with an excuse for Nova to fly us to Brisbane.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.